Why is your hair business failing? Here's a quick clip with Zakiyrah and I in the Hair Business Masterclass. All right, Zakiyrah, so I'd like to get started, and this is a really important topic for me in the group because everyone in the group, I want them to keep going, I want them to keep pushing, but we have helped build thousands of hair brands over the last 6, 7, 8 years. It's been forever now.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, what real information, just the true, no fluff, why are hair businesses failing? What do you think it is that they're not focusing on? What is it that's just kind of sets some people apart from others within the industry?
Well, I think there's a few different things. The one main thing I would say is consistency. So consistency and then believing that there's so many other hair companies that you can't succeed. So a lot of times people say, well, isn't the market so saturated? Like, how am I going to do great in this market? And I always go back to the example. If you go in the grocery store and you see wine or you look at the bread, like there's so many different bread companies, so many different wine companies, and people are still buying from all of these companies. So you have to figure out, I like to call it your USP, and that is your unique selling point. So what is that one thing that's going to keep you standing out from other companies that are going to make people want to come and say, hey, I want to buy hair from you? So that's going to be consistency, being consistent in your marketing and your branding, in whether you're blogging or posting, whatever it is, just being consistent with the business. So you can't start the business in January, fall off in March, and then start back again in October. And you're like, I'm not selling anything. Well, obviously you haven't been consistent. Or being able to give a unique customer experience. When people come to you, they're coming to you because they're buying into your story. They're buying into who you are, not necessarily the extensions, because they could go anywhere to purchase extensions. But you have to create that story or create that USP that kind of sets you apart from other companies. And that is what is going to help you be successful in the hair business.
I absolutely love it. And I agree 1,000%.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to be touching on this a lot, in this group. I talk about it in my book, and it's just like really, really key is consistency.
Yeah. And that's something that we've always talked about, being consistent.
And I think when people ask about private label, like how did private label become so successful? Like, we didn't have celebrity influencers, really any influencers. Right. We did a couple things. We were just probably one of the most consistent hair companies in the last 7, 8 years.
Yeah.
And we made a bunch of people successful in the hair industry. Hopefully with this group, more people successful. Right. So we have clients day in, day out in the showroom, ordering online, drop shipping, just crushing it. But they are just dead consistent, just like we have been.
Yeah, we noticed that the people who are consistent, they have results. They have testimonials where they're coming back and saying, oh my God, like I've sold this much and it's because I've been doing X, Y, and Z. So yeah, for sure.
Okay, guys. So number one thing you have to remember, consistency is key.